Coach Kim here, seasoned personal trainer, excited to give you a 10-minute stretching for golfers. So all those muscles. I've trained golfers for many, many years, guys, so I'm really looking forward to sharing some good stretches. So let's get that mat, get that smile, and let's get ready to stretch. All right, so knees are under the hips. I'd like your fingers facing back towards you. Wait till you do this stretch. It's pretty intense, but I can show you how you can back off as well. So put the heels of your hand into the ground, your fingers facing back towards you, and just gently, and I mean gently, lean back. Good. Whoo, you feel that in the forearms, don't you? Yes, gripping those clubs, we work those forearms, and even just in life, all the gripping and movement. So hold that stretch, breathe, make sure you breathe, and that's okay. Just back off that stretch. In other words, don't lean back as far if it's too intense. And let's go ahead and reverse it. Arms straight with your fingers back towards you with your palms up. Very nice. Good. Let's do some little wrist rolls, wrist rolls, wrist rolls. Good. Lots of gripping movements we do. And people sometimes, have you ever heard of golfer's elbow? Blinkers. I'm sure some of you have heard of that before. So remember some of these stretches and some of these little wrist rolls. Really good stuff to do. And there's exercises called wrist curls and reverse wrist curls, which are really, really great as well for the golf. So what I'm gonna have you do is put your left knee on the ground. If you have a mat, you might wanna double up, or a towel. Take a big step forward. We're gonna open up that hip. The hip is so important in golf, as you know. So you're gonna interlace your fingers up above your head. And I'd like you to lean towards the leg that's out front. So if my right leg's out front, I'm doing a nice little lean, and I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. Now, if you do not feel that stretch right here in that hip flexor, do me a favor and take a bigger step forward until you do feel it. Interlace the fingers up and lean. Hold the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, take your outside hand. If my right leg's out front, I'm gonna take my left hand, put it on the outside, and I'm gonna give it a little turn and twist. Okay, so I know I'm facing the opposite direction, but I'm turning and twisting my right hand, reach. I'm looking to my right side with my right hand here, and hold, 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 and then switch. Good job. So let's go ahead and switch. Big step forward, big step. Open the hip. Notice my legs at a 90 degree. Relax that back foot. Interlace my fingers up, and I'm leaning towards the leg that's out front, okay? So I'm leaning. I have my left out, so whatever leg you have front, take a peep. Breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. If my left leg's out front, I'm putting my right hand on my knee, and I'm adding a little twist. Good, lots of twisting in golf, lots of rotation. Yes, and a lot of power's in those glutes. So we're gonna be stretching those out as well. Very nice. Good, are you smiling? I hope you're smiling, because it's a great day. You love your sport. It's gonna get better when you strengthen and stretch those muscles and help prevent injury as well. So this next stretch, speaking of glute, I'd like you to take one leg over the other. Slide the knee down, go down to the forearms. You will feel this in the piriformis. It's the deep glute muscle, okay? Those of you that might have sciatica issues, or you've heard of that, this is a great stretch for it. It's used commonly in yoga. They call it a pigeon pose. So I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And as you breathe out, kind of sink into that stretch. So both knees are on the ground, okay? So make sure you feel that. Breathe in and out, and try to keep your body, try not to lean too much as well. Let's get one more breath. Breathe in, and then breathe out. And then we're gonna switch sides. Good. Now, sometimes people feel this more on one side than the other. Just get nice and tight, okay? We don't want you tight, we want you to get loosened up. So again, you're gonna feel that in that glute. And I encourage you to do these stretches every day. It wouldn't hurt you. So breathe in, and then breathe out. Feels pretty amazing, doesn't it? You feel things kind of releasing. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Again, you use a lot of muscles in golf, so it's important we strengthen and stretch those muscles to help you get better. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Very nice. I'd like you to put your hands in front of you. Relax your feet. You're gonna drop those hips. Keep those arms up straight. Lift your head. If this is too intense on your lower back, just keep your arms down right here. Okay, that's fine. But put those hands by your side as if you're doing a push-up, which I know you wish you were, but not today. You're gonna lift up. You can feel that stretch. Not only you're gonna feel that stretch your core big time, it's also getting some things going there in your lower back. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, Good. Sit your butt back, feet together, knees wide. Take your hands, crawl them to the right. Put your left hand on top of the right. And then we're gonna go the other side and put your right hand on top of your left, or vice versa. Very nice. I'd like you to do your last stretch, looks like this. One foot in front of the other. You're gonna do a little spinal rotation. I want you to notice how if I have my right leg over, it's my left hand that's applying a little pressure. I'm gonna twist. Again, another twisting type stretch, stretching that glute. And then we'll switch and go to the other side. So a little spinal rotation. Very nice. Sit up tall. I like to use my elbow. Some people use their hand. There's no right or wrong to any of this. The fact that you're moving, you're stretching, that to me is right on. All right, interlace those fingers above the head, point the toes, reach. Oh, stretching feels amazing, doesn't it? And pull both knees into chest. Lift your head up, hug the knees. If you have neck issues, lift your head or keep your head on the ground. Our lower back takes a lot of abuse with everyday life, let alone in golf. So left leg on the ground, I want you to pull the right knee in, rotate the ankle in both directions. The goal is to be pain-free, so we need to make sure we strengthen and stretch these muscles. Switch, go the other side, pull the knee in the chest. Whew, people don't realize how much golf includes all kinds of muscles, especially that lower back. All right, let's go back to the other leg. I'd like you to pull that knee across your body. Look in the opposite direction. So if I have my right leg, I have my left hand on top of my leg, and I'm pulling it across. Good, keep my shoulder blades on the ground. Breathe in your nose, out your mouth. You feel it right through here. It feels wonderful. Go the other side. I almost said it feels delicious, but I don't know. Does something feel delicious? Pull you across. Good. Hold that stretch. Very nice. And I suggest you go ahead and repeat these stretches. Okay, I'd like you to put your feet close together, knees here, because after you're done watching me, you're gonna say, I'm gonna go back and do it again because it feels so good. Now notice I'm doing a knee drop. My feet are close together, my legs are bent, my shoulder blades are on the ground. Very nice. So if you feel this in your side, because you do a lot of twisting in golf, a lot of rotation, a lot of hip movements. Yes, there's, like I said, a lot of torquing of that body, so it's important we stretch it out and make it feel better. So this is a drop, not a flop, by the way. One more time, the side. Very nice. Good. So let's go ahead and put one foot on top of the other. Doesn't matter which, but it's on. And I'd like you to go ahead and put your hands on top of that shin. Now, if that's too intense for you, I want you to put your hands behind the leg, because some of us don't have that flexibility, and hold the stretch. You're gonna feel that open up the hip and the glute. And you know what? There's a lot of power. That swing comes from the glute. And also we need to be working on that hinge, that hip hinge when you're in the standing position. And switch and then go the other side. So there'll be some exercises later on in some other videos you can watch to help strengthen those muscles in golf. So this is just a nice good stretch. Good, and we did switch sides. Again, put your hands on top of the shin, makes it harder. Put it behind the leg, makes it a little, I don't want to say easier because I know I'm feeling this stretch. Very nice. Across the legs, one over the other. Bring the legs to the side. Now if you haven't noticed, I'm doing a lot of lower back stretches. Go the other side, and I can bet you there's quite a few of you out there, the golfers, that are saying, I've had some issues with my back at some point. I mean, look at Tiger Woods, right? Let's go to the side. Good. And then go again to the side. Whew. You feel that? Very nice. Now, uncrisscross the other way. We're going to the side. Now, keep the leg in the same position as you go to each side. I'm doing this a couple times each. Gentle, gentle. Go again to the side. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? You're thinking it feels amazing. It feels so amazing. I'd love you to do it again. And go again to the side. Very nice. Now I'd like you to pull both knees into chest. Put one hand on each knee for me. Your head's relaxed. And do a nice little hip roll right here. So just roll it. That's 3. Very nice. 2. And 3. Reverse, reverse. That's 3. And 2. And 1. Left leg out on the ground. I'd like you to put your right leg up in the air. This is a little bit more advanced. Great stretch. Put those palms down by your side. Reach down. So my arms are down by my shoulder. Bring it across. You're going to feel a good stretch right through here. Bring it back down and then repeat. Go to the other side. Lift up. That's called an iron cross. Bring it across. Don't overstretch, okay? Just a gentle, slight discomfort, not pain. Let's do it again. Lift up and across. Good. Lots of rotational movements you use. Go again. And that is one of the foundational movements of exercise is rotation. But when you do excessive movement, sometimes muscles get tired. Okay, pull both knees into chest. This time connect those fingers. I'm stretching your lower back again. That's 5, 4, excellent. A breathe, and that's 3. You like this, don't you? And 2, 1. Now just roll it around. Roll, good. Very nice. Now roll it the other way. Let's roll the other way. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. So now when you're ready, I'd like you to go ahead and get up. And you're gonna do a little movement for the shoulders. What I'd like you to do is get your knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. Take your right hand with your palm up, scoop it underneath, and dig that elbow down into the ground. It's called thread the needle. Great stretch. And this is a yoga move, but you know, yoga is a nice complement to many, many sports. And then go again the other side. So I'm just kind of selecting some exercises and stretches I think would be very appropriate for you. Stretching that deltoid with get that elbow, dig in deep. Good, my palm is up, and just feel a gentle stretch through this muscle right in here. Very nice. Hands under the shoulder. We're gonna end with a nice little stretch for your spine. You're gonna tuck the chin in. Lift your head, make it flat. Let's do 2 more. Ready? We're gonna breathe in and out. This nourishes that lower back. Let's do 1 more. Breathe in and out. Feet together, knees wide. And I just want you to sink into this and put a smile on your face. Crawl the fingers. Nice. Well, how do those muscles feel after being stretched? Should I say those golfer muscles? Gotta be daily. You can do these stretches daily. It will help your game. So flexibility, mobility, very, very important. So thank you for joining me. And remember to always check with your doctor before starting an exercise program.